welcome back to Pepcoding. So the question which we will solve today is called satisfiability of equality equation. First, let us understand the question and then we will talk about the solution also. Okay, so basically you have been given certain equations over here. Let me write down the equations. Over here I have A equals to B. Let's say it says B equals to C. B is not equal to D and C is equal to D. Alright. So now what you have to do is, in these equations you have been given certain variables of lower cases only. You have been given n number of equations. You don't know how many equations have been given to you. Alright. What you need to do is, you need to know that the type of equations which you have are only two. So you have two types of equations. One is equal to and second is not equal to. You will have n equations but only of two types, either equal to or not equal to. You have to check and tell whether or not it is possible to satisfy all of these equations which have been given to you simultaneously. Alright, so that means that even if one of these equations is false, then we will return false only. So if we talk about this, we can see that if I place 10 here, I need 10 here. If I place 10 here, I need 10 here. If I place 10 here, it should be 15 or any other value other than 10. Now C was also 10, so D should be 10. Now these two are contradicting the set of equations which have been given to me. So in this case, what will I return? False. Alright. So over here we need to do this. We need to tell whether all of these equations can be simultaneously satisfied. Alright. So for this question we will use DSU. Okay. So let's see how we will do that. See, what are we going to do? We are going to take these equations which have equal to in them, and we are going to skip the one which has not equal to. Why? Because we have to check these equations simultaneously. So not equal to will be checked if we check all these. See how? So if two variables are equal to each other, suppose in this case I am saying A is equal to B, then I will put them in the same set. So I am saying A and B will be in the same set. Then I am saying that C and D, let me just swap these two so that you will have a better understanding of this question. Okay, so let's say C and D are here and B and C are here. Okay, now let's work with this. So we are saying C and D should be in the same set. So C and D are in the same set. Then I'm saying that B and C should also be equal. So if these two are equal, what we need to do is we will merge the two sets into a single set, right? Now what will happen in that case is, we know that if two or more elements are lying in the same set, then that means that their value should also be the same. This is what I'm saying. So in this case, now A, B, C and D are lying in the same set. So all of these should have the same value. But now my equation says that B should not be equal to D, which is not true because they are lying in the same set. So they should have the same value. So basically we are not able to satisfy our equations simultaneously because one of our equations is false. Okay, so we will return false only. We will not return true or anything else. Okay. So over here we are checking with the sets. Okay, and secondly, when we will use DSU and we will create the parent and rank array. Now we are using only lowercase letters, right? So we don't need to worry. We will just simply take the range from 0 to 25. Okay, then we will be able to solve this question. So over here we are working with all of these equations. Okay, so basically we should return false in this case. Okay, since A is becoming equal to B, it is saying B is equal to C and C is equal to D. So B and D are automatically equal, but the equation is not allowing me to do so. So we will return false. Alright, so let us just go and try to code this now. This is my editor. I'll try to code over here. Okay, so see, first thing I'm going to do is parents dot resize 26. Then rank dot resize 26. Why 26? Because we only want 0 to A to Z or 0 to 25, right? Then for int I equals 0, I is less than 26, I plus plus, and over here we will write parent of I will be equal to I and rank of I will be equal to 1. Okay, now after we are done with that, the next thing which we need to do is we need to move in the equations array, and we will check for each string. But before that, we need to write the find function as well as the union function, because we need to work with them. So the first thing I'll do is I'll write my find function. So int find, and we pass int x over here. So if parent of x is equal to x, then we will simply return x. Otherwise, what we do is, we take an int temp which is equal to parent of x, or int temp is equal to find of parent of x, and parent of x becomes equal to temp, and we return temp. Okay, then after that we need to write the function for union. So void union, and we pass int x and int y. So in this we will find out L of x, find x, int ly, find y. Then we check that if Lx is not equal to Ly, and if rank of Lx is greater than rank of Ly, then Lx will be the parent. So parent of Ly will be Lx. Okay. Else if rank of Lx is less than rank of Ly, then parent of Lx will be Ly. Else parent of Lx will be Ly, and rank of Ly will be incremented. So we've done the functions find as well as union. Okay, now we need to move on with this function which we were working with. So the first thing which we need to do is we are going to move in the string, right? So we are working with string E in equations. So for string E in equations, what we are going to do, we are going to check that if E dot at, see what we are doing is, when we are working with our equations, so we have A equal to B, B not equal to C. So over here, this is my string and these are the indices. So see, the only difference which we need to check is for position number 1, right? And we need to do the union of position number 0 and 3, right? So over here, we will check that if E of at 1 is equal to, then what we will do? Union of E dot at 0 minus A. Why? Because in the string we have at any position a character, and for the parent and rank array or for union we are using integer values, right? So we are working from 0 to 25. So basically what will happen, that if I reduce A, so If I have A and I reduce A from it, then I'll get 0. If I have B and I reduce A from it, I'll get 1, and so on. Okay. So we will do union of E of at 0 comma union of E of at 3 minus A, right? And we also need to check for the other condition, that is over here. If E of at 1 becomes equal to exclamation mark, then what will we do? We will check that over here, if it turns out that C over here, if it turns out that B should not be equal to C, but when I'm checking the values in the set, and when I'm checking the union using find function, and I find out that B becomes equal to C, that is the character at 0th position and the character at 3rd position are equal, so we will return false, right? So we will use find E of at 0 minus A. Okay, becomes equal to find E of at 3 minus A. Then we will return false. Otherwise, we will return true. Okay, so we will try to run this program. Okay, we have quite a few errors. Let's see. Right, so our error is that when we are working with C++, we already have a union function. So we need to rename our union function. Okay. Alright. So this is my error. Over here I need small u. So this will be u. And everywhere I've used this will be. That's it, I think. Now let's try to run this. We will see if error comes. Now they are saying that we are missing template arguments. Alright. So rank of Lx, rank of Ly, parents dot tree size, missing template arguments. Okay, we'll see what error we have over here and I'll tell you.